I think it would be unfair to E, it'd be unfair to Charlie B, unfair to a lot of people, because nothing's being handed to anybody coming into the training camp, and our job is to win games, and we're going to do whatever we can to try to win games. I hope he's a part of it, but he has yet to prove up.
He has to earn it. But,
yeah.
but you're confident no promises were made to him.
I know no promises were made, because I was involved with some conversations where promises were being seeked out, you know, and I was adamant. I said that's not the way it's going to happen. Myself, Larry Harris, Senator Cole, everybody was on the same page that we're going to do what you would do for any other player, especially a sixth pick in the draft. We wouldn't have taken him if we didn't want to develop him and do what we're supposed to do as professionals to make him as good as he can become. That would be, you know, that's the furthest promise that he got. And that's, at the end of the day, that's what he should be looking for. There's an opportunity for him to help us. Well, depth, talent, toughness, rebounding. I mean, there's a lot of things that go into the equation, but it was one of the big reasons that we drafted him. You know, I think we needed some more depth inside, you know, and plain and simple, we thought that he was the best player left on the board, and I think he's got a real bright future. And Andrews put on a lot of size. I really like both Jake Voshkel and Mike Ruffin, those guys we brought in for that same reason. And they don't make life easy on anybody.
Jake can help in that area.
Well, and Mike.
You know, Mike Ruffin.
Mike, definitely. Mike's not going to score any points, but neither did Dennis Rodman. And Mike gets after he gets you a lot of extra possessions off the glass. He's just relentless to go get the ball, and he knows what he's done to stay in this league, and he continues to do it. So, you know, this NBA game, if you do the math, every possession you get roughly is worth a point. At the end of the day, you get about 100 possessions a game, and you score about 100 points a game. So if you can get 2 or 3 more possessions in the form of some hustle and something like Mike or Jake does, then I think you're better off doing that. Defender, banger. You know, Mike will go get offensive rebounds, defensive rebounds, and he's not concerned about scoring points.
Nope.
And I think you need a lot of different pieces to the puzzle, and he's one of those guys that does that. It's really difficult for me to think about using anybody. We've got 16 guys running around out here. We got 3 teams of 5, and everybody's just kind of battling. And as I told them, the first meal that we had the night before training camp started, it's kind of like survival of the fittest. Everybody just strap it on and get after it, and the cream will rise to the top. And we'll, as a coaching staff, we sit down and try to figure out what's going to give us the best chance to win. That hasn't exactly clarified itself yet. I guess not to be a smart aleck about it, I really like our roster right now because everybody's healthy. You know, I liked our roster at times last year too, but we lost a lot of bodies and guys were falling victim to injury. So right now everything's great. We have a couple guys that are dinged up a little bit, but we're deep, 2 or 3 at each position, and I kind of like the different pieces. You know how we've got some guys that are getting after it aggressively inside and out front from a defensive point of view, and we've got some guys that can score the ball, and I think we've got a pretty cerebral team, you know, where everybody understands concepts, so it makes it a lot easier for me. What we've done up to this point is we've got a couple training camp offenses in, really, where we're running the triangle and we're running a power-based high-low set. We haven't put a set in, really. Trying to teach our guys to play together, and it's completely impossible to cheat in practice. A lot of times you start putting sets in practice and guys figure out how to take a shortcut defensively, and it really doesn't do either party good. So we're asking our guys to make plays based on where the defense is. It's helping our passing a little bit, and guys are playing without the ball and sharing it. So, you know, probably start tomorrow putting a bunch of different stuff in. But, you know, basketball's basketball for the most part. There's an awful lot of plays that are the same in everybody's playbook. It's just a matter of what they call it. Well, I mean, I think you need to be thinking about nine guys for sure.
Okay.
8 means you're playing an awful lot of minutes.
Mm-hmm.